Hi, I'm MTG and welcome to my channel where I waste my wild cards on main deck so you don't have to. And today, again, not really doing any movie or silly pun themes for this deck. I was just really excited to check out some of the new commanders available by new Capenna. So this is another new Capenna, but it is a Jund themed deck, I guess you could say. So maybe there was a theme. Jund Treasures? I don't know. But anyways, I'll stop being a weird goober and just show you the deck list. See you in a second. All right, here is the deck. And for the interest of not making this intro super crazy long, I'm just going to go over like the new cards from New Capenna. And I'm going to start with the commander because I was pretty excited. The moment I saw this card, I was like, I knew I wanted to make a commander deck around it. But it is a flying 6/6, and what happens is at the beginning of your end step, you can choose to sacrifice a creature, and if you do sacrifice a creature, you deal damage equal to of its power to any target, and you create 3 treasure tokens. So right there, you're doing damage, potentially hitting your opponent in the face for whatever the attack power was, which isn't hard to have really high, strong creatures in green. And then you're also making treasure. So that to me is just insane. Like you're getting a lot of ramp and potentially draining a lot, and you're also just like having a 6/6 flyer, and it's insane. So I'm just gonna call out again like only the new cards here. So we have Gala Greeters, which I think was probably one of the best cards. Like when I had it in play early, like it ramped me so quickly, and part of that was because of the tapped treasure tokens. And yes, the treasure tokens come in tapped, but again, like it was so crazy. Like I think I got like Shambling Gas down, which helped me make additional treasure so I could get my commander out super early. Like turn, I think like 4 was one time I got it out. And then on top of that, it's kind of feeding stuff into Mayhem Devil, because if you sacrifice treasure tokens, you can actually deal damage because Mayhem Devil is based on sacrificing permanents. So that means treasure count, like tokens that you make count to deal damage to that. So that was really cool. And then the other new card I want to talk about is Obnixalis. So Obnixalis can make a copy of itself when you sacrifice a creature to help pay for the casualty cost. And oh my goodness, like if you got this early, like turn 3, people may not have any creatures out on the board because they're more focused on like ramping early on. Like this was insane because it drops down. Now you have 2 planeswalkers that the opponent has to worry about, and potentially both of them are going to be forcing them to either lose life or discard. And I found that if this was early game, most people are starting to build like their strategy around what they have in the like those 7 cards in their hand. So if you're telling them, hey, you gotta like sacrifice, or not sacrifice, discard down, they're probably gonna actually take the life loss over having to discard down, which means right off the bat with this thing, you're more than likely gonna be doing 4 damage to your opponent. And that's a lot of damage really quickly. And then you're also gaining 2 life. So if you have a demon or devil out, but still, like even if you're not getting the life gain part of it, it's still like an insane thing. The other part too is that it can protect itself by creating 2, or yeah, like you could create, if you had a copy of it, 2 red devil creature tokens, which when they die they deal 1 damage. So as a way to like protect itself, and then a way to just really hurt your opponent. So if this gets out early game, like holy crap, you're probably gonna win it. It's insane. I'm not going to go over these other 2 dragons because I'm pretty sure I've talked about them quite a bit in other videos, but one thing I did want to call out was Olivia Crimson Bride was a good add. My other 2 versions of the deck I didn't have her in, but I realized I needed kind of some more recursion stuff because I was sacrificing things with my commander. I wanted to have more ways to bring my creatures back, and she was really helpful just with that flying haste, dropping this crazy explosiveness, and I was able to get stuff back like Ravenous Chupacabra, which would enter the battlefield, destroy a creature that maybe I needed to get out of my way so I can do some more damage. Great synergy there. Higetsu was basically my backup commander, and the reason why I say backup is because it works slightly different and it's a little bit more costly and maybe time consuming. So instead of sacrificing a creature, I could pay to 1 mountain, exile a card off of my deck, and based on the mana cost there, it would deal damage to any target. So kind of a similar effect that Zatora had, but this one is based on exiling stuff off the top of my library. I don't like this ability as much as I like Zatora's because there's a potential for me to like exile Old Gnawbone, and yes, I did 7 damage like to the face, but maybe I wanted Old Gnawbone, but I didn't have enough mana to like cast it, or maybe like Old Gnawbone would have been really good to sacrifice to Zatora, and then maybe use some sort of recursion effect to get it back later. And then if I exile it, it's exiled. So that's kind of like one downside if it gets to, but if your commander gets too expensive, not a bad switch. One other card I want to call out, usually I don't really like playing alchemy cards because I sometimes use like Historic Brawl to test like what I'd want to build for like paper commander decks, but Key to the Archive I think is just an incredible card, so thank you Luca for that shout out or recommendation here in the comments saying what the heck, play this card, like it's so good. And I really appreciate you again, Luca, for recommending this because holy crap, it's a great card. It literally won me a game out of nowhere because I dropped this. It gave me a choice of like using Counterspell. So I took Counterspell as an option for one of the spells that it gave me, and it literally won me the game because I was able to counter like a big play that someone was trying to do, and they just quit right afterwards because I think they were like, what the heck, why you're playing Jund, how do you have access to blue? It was so funny, like it was really cool. So this card, really amazing, recommend putting it in a lot of your decks. Yeah, so that'll be my thing. But one last thing I want to say about the commander, it is 6 costs, so it is kind of expensive to play and it takes a bit to get to that point. Treasures help you ramp into it and kind of help make up for the cost of the commander. But I do recommend finding ways of trying to protect it, whether that be through like Malakir Rebirth effects where you're paying 2 life and it comes back to the battlefield tapped, or like some sort of, you know, hexproof indestructible like instant, or you know, like heroic intervention, or is it Tamio's like safekeeping. Might be 2 ways to do that. But yeah, I really like this commander a lot, but I recommend finding ways to try to protect it a bit so that you do get a little bit more value, because it is a target when it hits the board and it's a hard one to kind of recast. I felt like I did have usually the mana to recast it, but once you get to like removing this, you know, 2 or 3 times, it kind of gets closer to like almost unplayable, depending on obviously your ramp situation. But again, I recommend finding a way to either get this out of the graveyard again or to protect it in some way, shape, or form. Anyways, I'll stop ranting and going on my tangent about how awesome all this is, and let's go see it in action. See you out there. Okay, I like this. Pretty much one of every color. We have removal, we have ramp. Feels like a decent hand. So let's drop you on green. Blue. We'll put Haunted Ridge down 3rd. Oh, their commander? I don't know this one. Oh, I thought about doing a commander deck for this too. Yeah, draw a card, target opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. So it's drain, all about the drain. Won't Drifter. That's not bad. Okay, so we'll put this down. We'll go fetch probably another green and black. Green and black. Because we did have we have some good mountain sources there. So we put green down. Just organize this a little bit. Actually, I'll leave that there. Okay. Mongra's good. We'll put you down. And then let's do this. Because I like the being able to copy and then we leave stuff up for removal, so when they play their commander, we can hit it with Heartless Act. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll be at 6 mana. So I'm wondering if and a strong predator is going to be the good one to drop. We'll Heartless Act that. And they'll probably hit us for 2 here. Which actually I'll just chump block. Or do we want to do that? We probably want to leave it in case we want to have sack fodder, right? For like Endostrom. Ooh, that's pretty good too. I don't know. I'm gonna discard 1. Or let's discard the swamp. Okay, so that's not bad. So we'll drop this plains. What color combo am I even playing? This mountain. And then since we just got removal, I'll bring Ravenous Chupacabra and we'll bomb that. Chupacabra? I don't even know how I pronounce that at first. Oh my gosh, that creates a treasure token. I forgot about that. Wow, that's a good treasure. Or good token. I totally forgot about that. Okay. And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what's cool too is we got enough for this. So we'll put that down for this. This is what I was trying to talk about. Old Ma Bone. Getting them treasures. At least they counter it. I didn't think about how they're playing blue. Oh, yep, I don't blame you. Fair enough. Bonk, bonk. And what's cool about this is like I can make a copy of Ravenous Chupacabra, so I just kind of have like removal on demand here. Okay.
Right on schedule. We need to move quickly.
So they probably have a counter spell up, right? So let's try maybe Innistrad Predator first, see if they counter that. Nope, they let that resolve. Okay, so I'm going to attack. They probably were doing this for the card draw, right? So let's do... I think we need all of them to go... Is this Aura Planeswalker? No, okay. Ooh, that's good. Okay. So we're gonna sack all of them so that they don't get exiled, so they'll go to my graveyard instead. And then that way, I guess I should have left that one up so I don't search for any land, do I? Or do I? Oh, cool. Okay. Decline? I don't think anything died. I don't think I searched for any lands. Okay. Let's try Higetsu. Higetsu resolves. And last but not least, I don't know if I overplayed my hand there. But if they board wipe, then I can always sack Jasper. Or Jaspera. I always call it Jasper. Okay, so it's exiled. Yeah, it has to resolve. They got a lot of exile effects. That is smart, though. I feel like that's the way to go right now. Hopefully I wasn't overplaying my hand there. But they did use a lot of their removal on stuff. Okay. I think that one puts creatures back, right? Taps them down. Okay. So let's do this. Let's see what we hit. Just a land. So we'll play a land. Do you have to tap him for that? Yeah, that sucks. Okay. I think we need card draw, and we have plenty of land, so I don't really care about sacking them. Put Soul Guide Lantern down. Let's hit D-Spark or something. I don't know how much graveyard play they have. It's scary that they have the Teferi, though. I need to get that.
You know
At
what?
least down a little bit. This has haste. So maybe if we get lucky, they kind of tap out a lot, and then we drop her and hit them in the air. That Settle the Wreckage was really good, though. Okay. Do that to draw a card. I'm not sure how much graveyard play they have. Oh, that's perfect. Assuming they don't counter it. So then hopefully we can use this to target Teferi. I know not, though, my friends. It probably won't resolve. Oh, it did! Heck yes. Okay. I was not expecting that to resolve. Okay.
Let me know if you're up for round 2.
And then how much we got? 1, 2. So it only hit for 3. I'd prefer it if it hit for 4. So let's just do this. Okay. It hit me for some drain. Pretty sweet. And turn. So the drew a card, they're gonna hit me for another damage. Okay. So I think this is gonna do some life gain and hurt me a bit, right? Because of that, it might negate like whatever I get off of this. Okay. So they tapped out. That makes me feel a lot better. And this will probably hurt because I think hers is going to resolve first. Because I think mine goes on the stack. Let's grab you. But we might be okay because then Olivia's going to be able to start giving us some cards back from our graveyard. But I hope this resolves. It should resolve. Everything's dead. So first Cruel Celebrant will go on the stack. Mine, or sorry, mine, but theirs resolve first. So, ooh, down to 6. That's scary. Okay, gain that life back. Yeah, and then I think Olivia Crimson Bride's what we want to do. Again, I don't know if she's gonna get countered. Okay, let's do this. We'll probably want to put this down just to help create another body. Let's attack. Let's put Ravenous Chupacabra in. We'll bonk that. Sweet. Okay, so now we made their commander super, super expensive, but they also have a ton of mana where I don't think it'll matter. I got their commander back. Okay, so I think what we want to do now is put Zatora down. So that's pretty helpful too. We can afford that, right? 1, 2. It doesn't matter because they have a crap ton of mana anyways. We'll put Higetsu in. Next. Bonk, 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 bonk. Okay, so then we'll drop this down. I think key to the archive too. I accidentally skipped past my main phase when I was dealing with the stupid smothering type stuff. What I meant to do was something else. Let's do an extra spell turn. Oh, we don't want to discard. Let's discard that, and then we can bring it back next turn. We'll create a double token. And turn. Let's sacrifice the Chupacabra so we can bring it back to hit the, or how much damage is that going to be? It's only 2. Maybe I should have sacrificed a Getsu and hit their commander just in case they have enough to like draw a ton of cards and finish me off. May have been a misplay there, and a couple misplays. I'm really nervous that they're going to draw a ton. Oh gosh. But we got an extra turn spell, so hopefully that gets us across the line. But yeah, I think if they don't kill us, we lose. But I'm pretty sure I messed up because I should have been able to take out their commander. So if I can't do this and they're able to keep drawing cards, I'm screwed. Ah. What's their devotion? 3? Oof. Are they there? I think they got it, right? Oh, I gained a life from that. Unless they can recur it. Damn, they gained a lot of life. Okay. 2. I think I still can do it though. They have to get 5 more in. I'm so nervous right now. I'm pretty sure I misplayed when I clicked through because I was gonna I think I had a way to kill. Okay, my turn. Okay. Resolve. Decline. You can have your treasure. I'm gonna put you down. Okay. So how do we want to do this? Let's play the extra turn spell first. Give me an extra turn. Extra turn. They're probably wondering how the heck I had that, and it's from key to the archive there. Oh, they countered it. Okay. Oh. It's fine, she's got haste. They countered that, right? Yeah, counter target spell. Oof. Okay, so this does come back next. Ravenous Chupacabra should hit their commander. I'm so scared. Oh god. This is really close.
Inflammation.
I think we would have to sack this. It's not going to be enough though, right? Yeah, it's not going to be enough. Where's the sound cutting out for? Because they have more than enough to play their commander again. They're able to counter the spell. Game. I don't know if they're good gaming me or not. Oh, it worked. Okay. Decline. I think this is just where I attack. Ravenous Chupacabra. Get this. Attack. Pow. And it's so strange. The music just cut out all of a sudden. Good game. That was intense. That was like, whew. Oh, Apex. This will be interesting. So it lets you mutate onto a creature, and then you can choose to put a non-land permanent off the top of your deck because it'll go through it, and either you could put it into your hand or onto the battlefield. I love these cards, but just not the mana base. This is better, especially if we can get this going too. It's really satisfying when you have something to sacrifice so it can make a copy. Perfect. So let's do this, and then we'll probably oh man, that's pretty good too. I don't know about sacrificing that. Let's do this. And let's get this down. I guess we could always bring it back if it's like super crucial, but we don't actually have a ton of creatures on the board either. But I think it's actually going to be more key for us to get maybe this down first. But now I'm scared that that's a sot coming. Well, it's got to come out eventually, right? Was it a sot coming?
Stand with me.
Can they counter this? No? Okay.
I'm gonna remake this town.
Let's see. I kind of want to uptick both of them. This is so sweet though. Obelisk is really awesome. Okay, so I think they killed the copy.
Defy me.
But I think that still triggers and they still have to do it. Yeah, so then we'll uptick again.
Your punishment is my entertainment.
And then what's sweet too is we can make token fodder, assuming it lives long enough for that. Oh, they made their own. That's cool.
Call me their adversary.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we'll be fine.
Go ahead. Plead for mercy.
We'll decline. Okay. And then this. We can do this.
My goons will make quick work of you.
We'll just shoot their face. Perfect. And then Callous Blood Mage. We'll do this because we want card draw. Okay. And then if they make us discard down, we can just discard this and then maybe Blood on the Snow, that, and then get back something we care about here. If they had hit like the original Obnixalis, then we could have brought it back too with this Blood on the Snow. So I guess if they remove it, it's not going to be the end of the world for us. Okay, I don't care if you hit that. We'll discard.
Your punishment
Let's
is
discard this
my
one.
entertainment.
I'm gonna play this on green anyways. Do that. So assuming this doesn't get countered. Planeswalker. Oh, I should have upticked mine. I guess we'll bring mine back. And then do this.
Go ahead.
And we can
Plead
also
for
bring something
mercy.
back with that as well. That's a target card? Target permanent. Okay. So this is an interesting setup that we have here. I don't think we're super urgent on needing anything back from the graveyard, so I think it makes sense to drop this down. And then we can uptick, or -2 that. And then we put in Felstainer.
Take down the local.
We sacrifice this. I don't think we can deal damage because that's hexproof. Oh, no, we want to target me. This, yeah, can't target that, so we'll hit them for 1 damage. Draw cards. Ooh, that's cool. Maybe we put down mana, form a health kite down, and then try to cast this for a ramp. Oh, cool, they got the hexproof piece with that too. Okay, good call there.
How
Had
dare
that
you
for
destroy
probably
what
too
I
long.
built.
We'll drop this. And then this. What do we want? Should we grab another black source? Let's do that. Okay, and then I also like the idea of drawing another card. Okay, so we'll attack with this and this. And might as well with Morbid, because we're not too worried. There. And then that's gonna die. Or is it exiled? I guess it's exiled. That'd be pretty OP if it's just dead. Yeah, so we don't get the death trigger off that. Ouchies. Okay, at least we get to draw. Okay. I'm trying to think to... Maybe we get this down and start sacking stuff. Okay. So we'll drop this. And then this. I don't know. And that too. Why not? I'll just throw that for the 3. Are you gonna trade with it? That'd be interesting. Oh, they are. They must want to make that token. But now it's like 1 less fire in the air. Is that gonna... Bonk. Let's sacrifice. That has reach. Sacrifice you. Hit them for another. Yeah. Wait. Okay. And then what is in here that we would maybe want to keep? Hellkite. So let's do this now. Return. Maybe let's return that. Autopay. Okay. Because this will help us get the last little bit of damage across the line. Because I think we can play this. It'll be able to sack for that much. We chump block with... Oh, they're not. Okay. Well, we'll just do this. And then we'll drop that. We'll copy it. We'll sack. I don't think we need Morbid anymore, so I'm just gonna sack that. Do 1 damage. So we'll uptick this. They don't have the ability to discard. And then we'll move to our end step.
And you lose
and no attacks. And turn. We're gonna sack this and deal 10 damage. Oh, or that damage. Either one works. Boom. Good game. Boy, we're gonna be playing against Oketra. Mulligan here. Yep, okay. This is a much better hand. This is really good too. I mean, it sucks that we're not like super creature heavy, but at least we have like removal. We'll play this on black. Okay, so my commander's going to be super expensive. See what you did there. Little sneaky stuff. The best card in the game! Can't even be mad. It's impossible. Shambling Ghast. And we'll create a treasure. Love the ramp. Does suck that it comes in tapped, but it would be pretty OP, I think, if it didn't. Okay. So, we got all the removal. And I don't know. Guess we'll throw this at it. They're gonna trade. Okay. We'll make another treasure. Treasure. And so I think they just have to hit their land drop. Right? Yeah. Oh. You know what? You can't have nice things. I refuse. Umbra can be pretty sweet in the way of card draw, so I'm just gonna shut that down a little bit. And I'll drop this so we can get... You wanna... Do we want another treasure token? I guess so. Or let's put a counter on this. Just because we have quite a bit of treasure at this point. And this like isn't going to be played for a bit. No. Hit their commander. Bonk. Okay. Hopefully this is target card. Okay. And it just goes third from the top too, which is pretty nice. It's not a bad way to get around commander attacks. So, create treasure. Bonk, bonk. And I guess we can just grab back our... Oh, shoot. I totally meant to just get my stuff back. I was going to get Infernal Grasp back. I think I've been playing for too long. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. Oh well, I think we'll be fine. More land. Just what we needed here. Guess we got enough to play this now. Let's gain 2 life, I guess. I don't know that anymore. Oh, that's a feels bad. It's my dragon. I mean, is it worth it to murder you right now? I don't think so. We don't need the treasure or to deal damage that way. Man, that sucks. We really wanted those triggers. And I freaking messed up playing this. Let's put this down, I guess. We'll put a +1/+1 counter on you, I guess. And then we're just gonna swing in the air. Bonk. Hit you. I don't think we need to... Man, I feel really bad that I didn't get that, because I literally was going to cast that to get this back so I could hit Oketra again, and I totally just clicked the play on land, and that not a good time. Okay. So I think unless they can kill my 2 flyers or get a flyer down themselves, I can go in, hit them for 10, and then sack pretty much anything here and deal the last bit of damage that I need to. Probably going to be Murderous Rider just in case. But it is white. They do have life gain. That's fine. Oh, sweet. Just what the doctor ordered, I tell ya. What do we want? This, I guess? And then let's just go in the air. She will bring back let's do treasure token. I think it does it, right? Oh, good game. Well, despite my mistakes, they weren't game loss ones. I don't know. Anyways, GG. Oh, this is going to be a lot of tokens. This Capenna deck, I think, at least when I've been trying to figure out what works for me in all my test versions, has been popping off. Because, like, they save it until they have enough tokens on the board, they drop it, and it's, like, a ton of damage that gets through. Because other creatures get Vigilance, +1, trample, all that, and then the double strike. So it's pretty crazy. We'll put Gala Greeters down. This is probably one of the best cards for this deck. Like, I've been able to ramp so much quicker because I'm just putting down other creatures and getting tons of mana off of it. So it looks like unless we get other cheaper creatures, we're not going to get as much value for a bit. So we'll just hit them for 1 while we can. And I really like these cards. They're good for mana fixing. Because you just exile and make a random land tap for like one of the 3 colors that you need. Okay. So I think we'll want to put this down on black. And I'd rather not. I might wait until their turn to cast the Murderous Rider. I saw someone, I forgot the name of the card, but it's like a gruel card. You tap to make a treasure token, and then for each treasure token you have deals 2 damage. So it sounds like a bad card, but they were comboing it with this. So instead of making treasure tokens, they were making creatures, and it just was really cool to see. So we don't have the other green source we want, but we do now, and then we'll sack this to... Actually, no, let's hold on to that. So if we want to block, or wait until their end step to drop this, because if I did that now, I don't really think I'm going to get anything that I can drop, but it would make more sense for me to wait and then possibly use this as a chump blocker, or just sack it on their end step. Okay. I think that's haste, right? No. So yeah, they'll make treasure. Solve. Okay. That's okay. And then now I'm just gonna do this. And we'll drop 3 cards. Ooh, that's pretty good. Okay, we got some removal pieces. So normally I would like to try to build up my own board advantage a bit more. Oh, we can still play this. Sweet. Never mind, we're good. Let's create a treasure token. And we won't attack. We'll just keep ramping into stuff. Those treasure tokens are sweet. And I love anything that's just death touch like this. Like, it's kind of crazy. It's a flyer with death touch and can create a million things. Well, not a million. A token or help you ramp. But still, that's really sweet. Lurking Predator. It sounds really scary. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature card, put it into the battlefield. Wow! That's spooky. Okay. Well, let's destroy that enchantment, because we don't want them to get card advantage like that. Squirrel Sanctuary. Is that that's a combo piece, isn't it? That's not good. Okay, so let's put this down. Yeah, we'll autopay because I'll just make its own treasure token, and we'll get another treasure token. So let's do that. And then I think we have enough to put this down, so we'll do this. And then let's put a +1/+1 counter on that. So we'll go ahead and attack. Start get some damage in. And we got blockers. So then I'm thinking Zatora might come down, and then we can use this to save that, make a token, and then also deal the additional damage. And that does suck, but I think we'll be fine. Watch us like get a meat hook. That'd be really epic. Just for one. Oh, they gained a ton of life off that. Okay, new plan. Ooh. Maybe we do this. Hit that. And then swing in the air again. Bonk. Okay. Next turn we'll do that. That just seemed like a threat we want to deal with so that they don't get counters on those little tokens. Caperetti Charm. Okay. Dude, a meat hook would be so sweet right now. Oh, I forgot to add in meat hook Massacre Worm into this deck, but honestly, it's probably... There's so many good cards, it's so hard to pick like what should go in or not. Massacre Worm would be perfect against this matchup though. Or a Massacre Girl, whatever that is. Yeah, this is brutal. Okay, so they're swinging in. Whatever we want to do here. So, shoot, I think that's lethal, right? So we have this here, this here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is lethal. I guess that 3 blocks, and then we could. That might actually kill us if we do that, though, right? So. Yeah, I think that's lethal. Yep. Man, yep. That's been rough. Maybe I should go and add in a Massacre Worm for that. This will be interesting. This is all land. Definitely want a free Molly. This is not the best either. I don't know. I feel like that we have removal. I think we need some plays. Okay, this is better. We'll have to put Pitiless back because I think we want to keep the land. Then turn 2, we'll drop that. Or do we want to... Okay, sweet, we got another untapped land. So... Then turn 3, we can maybe put Felstinger down. Or depending on what they do, we can put down this. And then Key the Archive will be pretty sweet. Ooh, but I like this ramp too. So let's go for a red source. Just to even the basics out of it. Oh, okay. Or don't ramp. I'd rather them waste it on that than anything else, I guess. Could have played Key, but at least we get to keep Key to the Archive, and then we'll drop this. Which is pretty sweet. What do we want to get? I don't think that's going to help. That might help. Counterspell, I think, is going to be better, though. So we'll do that. We'll discard, yeah, the Snowland here. Because we're pretty good on mana. I do like that we just randomly have a counterspell, though. That's pretty sweet. We are ahead of them a bit, and then we can try countering their commander. They're drawing. So we hit another land. I think we want to do this. We'll exploit itself. We just need the card draw more than anything. So, okay. Didn't get much. Really creature late for whatever reason right now. We have mana to counter that, so we'll do that. How's it feel? Got countered back. Randomly, but I have no clue. Okay, Key's pretty sweet. What? Quit over that? Okay. GG's. Alright, here is how our favorite Angie Dragon mob boss did. It went 4-1, and I'm not sad about that. I think one of the things that was a bit harder for me to really anticipate was how explosive Jetmir was. I kind of pictured it initially as just being like a commander that, you know, is constantly acting almost like a Lord effect where it's just giving like plus factors or anything, you know, like double strike and stuff like that. But I didn't really think about it being used in the way that Craterhoof would be as kind of like a game closer instead of just something that's always out on the field. So now that I am aware of that being more of like a Craterhoof, I will definitely pay attention to, you know, either murdering the heck out of all the tokens that the deck is making or trying to find a way to keep Jetmir from, one, hitting the board or just killing it the moment it hits the board. So I think like that loss was pretty educational for me, and I guess I don't feel that bad about it. But overall, again, had a lot of fun, and I appreciate you sticking to the end. Have a good one. Bye.